Okay, so this is a 3-hole puncher. If you've never used a 3-hole puncher, it will punch 3 holes, 3 circular holes along the edge of your paper. You can also do it on the small side. It would be 2 on the small side. The way it works is when you push down on this lever, these little pins, there are 3 of them, and when you push down, you can kind of see the pin goes through, and it's a circular pin that punches a hole through it. And then the remainder of paper that gets pushed through actually comes out of here. And this is how you also empty out the extra paper once it gets full. All right, so let's try to use it. Now, normally you would, you can use it just with one single sheet. You would simply slide it in so that it is in between those two that little gap right there. You slide it in that gap so all 3 of them are along your paper. Now, some 3-hole punchers, not this one, but some of them have a little stopper, so it's always, you always make sure everything is aligned. So for this one, there's no stopper, so I'm going to use the edge of the stapler right there as my mark, and I'm going to make sure this is slid all the way in. Okay, and once it's slid all the way in, I can go ahead and press down, up, pull out, and there it is. 1, 2, 3, nice and even. Now, if you don't slide it all the way in, if it's a little crooked, then you may only get a half a punch here. So just make sure you have it all in. You can also do it as a pack. So for example, if I have 10 sheets of paper, that would be about the max for a small one like this. You could probably still fit in there. And you have to just push a little harder. Don't try to do it with more than 10 pieces of paper because it might get stuck. So I have it all the way pushed in. I have it lined up on the bottom there, and I'm gonna go ahead and push in. You can see that took a little bit more effort. And let's see if I lined it up pretty good. I did with that first one. Everything looks nice. So I'm actually gonna make a little notebook with this. I can just take this if I want and put it in a 3-ring binder, and I'm ready to go. Or I can go ahead and use some construction paper here. And this one I'm not gonna line, I'm just gonna line it to the center because I want there to be a little border. So if I were to put this in between, I can align the holes there. And put this one over. And then I can use these brass fasteners and put one in each hole. And you got yourself a little journal or notebook. You can do this with any kind of paper. You can do this with grid paper or line paper inside as well. But you have kind of a basic journal right there.